The way that a React application represents a UI element is with a component. A component lets you put together a user interface with independent reusable pieces. Let's create a component that is a function that returns some UI. So we'll replace let city Madrid with a new function. Now this function should return an H1. And within the H1, we'll just say, welcome to React. Now, instead of rendering this H1 in the React DOM.render function, we're going to replace this with the hello component. What we'll do to render it is we'll use the name of that component as a tag. So this will match exactly. So I'll give that a save, I'll hit refresh, and we should see welcome to React being rendered. Right now, we're just returning one element, the H1. Let's return more than one element. So I'm going to go ahead and create a div as a wrapper to this, and we'll add a closing div. And now if I, add that class name. So we'll say div class name equals heading. And I hit refresh, we should see that that is being applied. Now there's a lot of different ways that you can return these UI elements. You could, for example, wrap this in parentheses. That's one way to do it. There's not going to be any problem with that. You also can do this. So I can keep these in place and I'll wrap the component like so. Now, if I am using curly braces, I need to use a return. So that's the only little gotcha there. So we'll use this return. Let's hit a tab here. And again, we'll still see the same output being added to the DOM. So these are a couple different ways that you'll see these components represented. One quick tip that you have to capitalize the name of the component in order for this to work. So for example, if I made hello lowercase and then I tried to render that as a component, we're going to see a warning here that says the React tag hello is unrecognized in the browser. If you meant to render a React component, start its name with an uppercase letter. So this is just a requirement. It will now throw an error. So I need to replace the H's with capital H's, and we should see our code is back. So we'll add our semicolon there at the end, and we'll just understand that the hello component is our first of our components. We're going to render that to the DOM with React DOM.render and add it to the root.